Yeah, we seem to be connected. Everything is good. I'm gonna close some windows, make sure everything is good. Audio, visual. You know what I'm saying? Close these windows. Got a lot of stuff open. So yeah, man. Been a kind of an active day, but I feel a little more tired and fatigued than usual. I don't know why. Doing a bit of walking around. But yeah, man. You are now tuned into another Truancy hour right here. You know what I'm saying? Let me test some lighting here. Get this lighting right. You know what I'm saying? Opening things up. Let me close the blinds a bit. Let me see if that helps. Just a bit. You know, I need a bit of light still. So yeah. So just lighting on each side over here. Trying to think where to start, man. Feel like I drink a lot of water throughout the day, so it's kind of interesting. Let me make some adjustments here. All right, bro. There we go. Yeah, I drink a lot of water throughout the day, so from the morning till like now, you know, I was sitting there like I need to recharge and reload on some water. Kind of feeling dehydrated and whatnot, but there was actually a a Beyblade tournament or like a little casual get together that was scheduled for today, and it got canceled. So, excuse me, it's supposed to be on the eastern side, you know, east of the Willamette, eastern Portland over there. Kind of I forget how far it is. I don't know if it's Alberta King or I think it's past King. It's like east, so it might be past Hawthorne, like a little above it. So it's over in that area. But hold on one second. Get some stuff situated over here. But yeah, man, it's been an interesting set of days. I think I failed to mention a few things from the first day. I just don't remember exactly what I failed to mention because yesterday I did my episode at night. So because I did it at night, it was like I was recapping the full day rather than what happened uh day before, night before. I don't know if I really got into it, but I don't know if it matters necessarily either. So, but yeah, no, it's interesting. This morning I was looking forward to going to this tournament that would have been starting, I guess like now, like 3ish, 3 to 5 or something. But they're moving a new one from 5 to 8. So I have a lot of time to kill right now. It's still early in the day, so I'll probably go there a little later. Just head out a little later. Show up like either right on time or a little late. My guy was telling me that it's about 40 minutes away from my spot. So, um, and I got the little metro access to everything. So it's nice to kind of just journey around and record clips, take these vlogs, and record clips to apply to these vlogs and stuff like that. So that's the fun part. Um, but yeah, man, it's interesting. It's been a really interesting set of days. You know, I forget what I was going to explain on Monday or what happened Monday. I forget exactly what I was going to talk about. But I will say, for some reason, this morning, the food I ate, I'm not saying it's not sitting well with me, but I think there's something about every time I drink stuff like lemonade or like limeade or whatever, there's something about that has this weird effect on my throat. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Jace, Jace, you've been in here before. It's your birthday, Jace. Happy birthday to you. What is today? Today the 19th. So February 19th. I like that. So you're like kind of on the cusp. I don't know if you're an astrology person, but yeah, that's dope. I like that. Football edit. 712 and Chase. Yeah. Was good. Man, I don't know what you mean by that. I know what you mean by that. Football. Nadie va a Hola. Hola, ¿qué pasó? No, mi español es muy poquito. Pequeño. I don't know. It's very, my Spanish isn't that good. I just got done talking to some 3 Spanish women today, 3 or 4 Spanish women today, and my Spanish wasn't that good. Yesterday I was trying to speak Spanish with the housekeeping lady, so I knew a little bit, so we were able to talk a little bit. But today there's another Spanish lady, and I asked her out. She was working at the CVS. I was just like, "What time you come? What time you getting off work? Like, can I take you out?" And she's like, no. And I guess it's like a language barrier because I asked her if she was single, but come to find out, she got a ring on her hand. It was under the glove. But I had already seen it. But sometimes women wear that just for decoration. So I was like, let me just go ahead and ask. Murder Meeks. Hey man, don't spell the whole thing. Don't do it. Oh, okay. Murder Meeks. Hey man. Hey, don't do the ER. If you do the ER, man, I'm cutting you out the live, bro. I'm cutting you out the live. Yeah, don't do it. What's the motel location so I can report it to ICE? Nah, you a goofy. You a goofy. But the motel location is your mom's house, bruh. But basically, what's going on right now is like, yeah, this little tournament got canceled, so I'm pretty much just like utilizing the rest of the day. Let me know if I need to ban you, chill guy, and the other person that was the other two. I know you on some goofy shit, so if you on that goofy shit, I'm just gonna block y'all from ever doing it. Nukes, yeah, yeah, the goofy shit, man. Don't, yeah, nah. On that same aspect though, man, it's like, um, the thing is, if you ever traveled outside the country, oh, good morning, Ganesh, good morning to you. Artemis, oh, y'all goofy. All right, here we go. So here you go. Here we go. Uh huh. Cool. So what was I gonna say? When you travel to other countries, this is one thing I learned because I was part of this program or this organizing program, and what ended up happening was what was I gonna say? The people there invited me to go with them to Poland, Warsaw, Poland. So when you go to Poland, they speak Polish, or there's like another specific dialect, I believe, but it's like Polish or something. I forget exactly the words, the correct term, I should say. And when we went there, it's like you want to learn a few terms like hi and thank you or something like that. And I kind of forgot what it was, but the guy that I was with, that was kind of chaperoning us, he basically, let me see. Oh yeah, y'all timed out. Chill guy and Murder Meeks is timed out for being trolls. Um, but yeah, you go to these places, and the chaperone was like, it's funny because you want to learn a little bit about everyone's language, because when you travel outside the country, everyone is very accommodating to you as an American, and it's important that you just know enough to communicate or to try to get through to communicate. So even in Japan, like I just knew a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and then at the same time, I was just only in the airport in Japan, so I wasn't really in Japan. Nadia, how are you? How are you, Nadia? And then the other one was, being here, just being around people who speak, Espanol, Spanish. I know a little bit, I did like maybe a class or two, but it didn't really stick. Like I never had a chance to really exercise and practice it. So a lot of times it's like, um, you're just trying your best to communicate with them because people meet you halfway all the time. When you're American, people want to accommodate you. A lot of it's just for the money. They just expect you to spend money when you show up. And I don't know if that's necessarily how it works, or how it should work. But yeah, what I need to do for these lives is actually, and I don't really know how it works, but for my main people like Jack's Kit and Z, guys like that, I'm probably gonna make y'all mods at this point because I actually like know y'all on a good terms. So that's if they ever show back up again. But for people that just show up to the live and troll and do all that, like, where's the location reported to, all that, that racist shit. Nah, man, you don't get the country we get um, without hardworking brown people from other countries. Let's make that clear. So that and another part of that was like the other thing that was dope. The lady left me a damn. I'm not gonna show it. Just like a little bit, not a, like a business card. Like it was me that took care of your room. They're very professional here, and her English was okay. That was the lady in the morning, I believe. And then as soon as I walked in, the lady I saw at the front desk in the morning, I kind of just asked her, I was like, I'll be out for maybe in about 2 hours. So, I guess within that time, I just won't be here. She said, don't worry, we'll take care of your room within that time. And she made sure of it. And then I walked in, dropped some stuff off, went back out, bought some water, came back in. She happened to be at the front desk, saw me walk back in, and she calls my room. I'm like, why am I getting a call on the little, desk phone? I answered it, and she's like, hey, I just saw you walk back in. Just want to make sure things were to your liking. And I was, oh, it was perfect. Like the bed is made and everything. So I was like, this is perfect. It's like, thank you. Okay, that's good to hear. And then like, I hang up and then I call her back and I'm like, hey, you just called earlier, right? Like, can you extend my thanks to, and I said the lady's name that's on the card. So that's the beautiful part, man. It's like they're very accommodating here. And that's like, it's a lot of it is like that's the experience I'm having, so it's great. Um and then a lot of it's also like, I'm putting the energy out there and getting it back. It's a bit of that too. Do I have a dog? I don't have a dog. Do I have a dog? No, I don't. What's the random question? But no, so like I left in the morning because I'm like I was planning to go to what made you ask that question? That's a funny question. But I was like maybe I should go south. So I was thinking about it. There was nothing really there that I wanted to go see and visit, and nothing I had marked on my little map. I was like, let's go east. Let's cross the river. Just walk down for about a good 10 minutes. I don't have a dog. I don't have a dog. I wish I had a dog. I'll be honest with you. I like dogs. I wish I had a dog. What's your favorite kind of dog? Because you know what I'm gonna tell you. But yeah, I went across the river, got this bus. Just taking our time. Got some good clips for the little vlog or whatever. Started going down Hawthorne. Um, went to this. What is it, man? It's a Cuban restaurant named Cubo. Went in there. And I thought I was gonna see some of the same people I saw last time. But what's 2 plus 3? What's 2 plus 3? It's 5. Nadia, I don't know what you got going on. What's going on here? But go over there to Cubo, get my Cuban, food, kind of like brunch. And it's funny because like the ladies like have, enjoy your brunch. Hello, Uwe Sinui. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Uwe Sinui. Hello to you. Thank you for dropping in. Everyone who drops in, thank you for dropping in. Even the people that I banned for 24 hours. Even you people. Um, but yeah, it's interesting, man. It's like the the place I went to, I got the same exact food that I got last time, but I just got a different drink because last time I got like it was like a little coffee drink, like a Cuban coffee. So the Cuban coffees are like they're strong, so it's like you get these small, they look like espresso shots. They're really small, and then but it's like really strong coffee. But this time I was like, let me get the house made lemonade, and it's like, do you want it with just a flat water or like a soda? And I was like, let me try the soda. She's like, yeah, I like it bubbly myself. But yeah, man, it's been interesting. I got the little pan con pollo, the just bread with chicken with bread. This chicken sandwich with the sweet potato fries. And I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if I don't think it's a sandwich. I just think it's either the level of salt on the fries with the amount of alkalinity or the non-alkalinity within the lemonade and the soda. Like I don't know if it's a combination of those things that just makes back of my throat dry up a little bit. So that was kind of bothering me. I was like, as I started walking and talking to people, I'm like, damn, my throat's getting kind of dry. What the fuck? And that's what I was saying. Like, and I don't know, man. It might also be where I'm at. like mentally, like not in the best headspace. Like I know, things I got planned ahead when I get back to home. So I already know what's going on with that. I already know what I'm about to do. And I gave people fair warning, people that deserved it. So yeah, man. Chic? I'm not chic. If that's what you're asking, Malik. Thank you for dropping in. You said, brother, I just said 2 plus 3 equals 5. I know. Yeah. Oh, I know. So 2 plus 3 equals 5, man. You're giving me what's that mean? What's it supposed to mean? Is it halal to eat cheetah? I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I wouldn't know, man. I'm not halal. Well, I don't even know if that's the right terminology. But yeah, so I left that place. I ended up going to a spot called Back to the Basket, which is like a hoop store. Um, Mainly a hoop store, but it's like, excuse me, mainly a hoop store, but mainly just like sports and stuff. So a lot of Trailblazers and stuff like that. So Trailblazers gear, things like that. So went over there, got a shirt for my dad, got a hoodie for myself. He gave me a whole bunch of stickers. I don't know where I'm gonna use it. Eat it before it eats you. I mean, that's fair. You know, the thing is catching it, and they're more than likely to catch you. Unless you got like a Jeep or something. But yeah, man. Um, Ended up going there. Matter of fact, I'll show y'all. Cool little gear I got. It's their own stuff that they branded. So, damn, right there. Back to the basket. Over. That's like their own brand. Got it in my size. Hold on. Did I get my size? Yeah, I did. I don't know how tight it's gonna be, but I'll probably rock it tomorrow at some point. But every time I'm in town, I'm like, I'm gonna keep supporting the places that I usually go to. I'm gonna keep dropping in on those people and I'm also follow them on YouTube as well. If you look them up, man, Back to the Basket on on YouTube, you'll find the page. Hold on, let me throw some things away. But yeah, man. So I dropped in on them. I said what's up to my guy Keyshawn, or I think that's his name. Yeah, I met that guy Keyshawn last year. So yeah, cool. Yeah, thank you, Nadia. It's their it's that store's brand. That's their brand. So I was like, I wanted some local stuff, you know. But no, it was some weird stuff going on. It was like, so basically when I was downtown before I caught the bus to head towards Hawthorne, I'm like sitting. I always sit in the back of the bus. I need everything in front of me. And one of the dudes in the back, he had his pants all the way down his pant leg. You know what I mean? This dude was like scratching his leg or keeping his thighs warm or something weird. But he was rubbing himself. I was like, I'm not gonna make eye contact. I don't want to make eye contact with a man while he got his hand inside of his pants. I was like, bro, what is this? And then he started mumbling some shit to himself. And I was like, do I want to pause my podcast I was listening to? I had my headphones in. Like, do I want to pause it? I ain't got time for that. And then he said, well, hey, what's going on? Talk to me. And then Nadia, talk to me. What's going on? And then I'm like, what's this dude doing? And he started mumbling some shit to himself. And everybody says that like a lot of homeless people are mentally ill. And I'm not denying it. I'm just saying like I didn't know what he was going on about. So I was just like, man, fuck him, leave him alone. But he got off maybe a stop or two right after the stop I had got on. So he was off early. And then everyone else was just piling in on the bus for the next 5 to 10 stops or whatever, right? I get off. I'm like a block away from the restaurant, the Cuban restaurant. I go there, eat, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, eat my food. And it's funny because like as soon as I got there and as soon as I started finishing um, my food, hella people started piling in. So it was a lot of like business people, I guess, I don't know, college people, business people just coming in. There's a lot of people in the area. So I don't really know much about that area, but it's like the eastern side. It's east of the river, basically. Same city, east of the river. I have a phone. I'm recording this out of my phone. So if that's what you're asking, if that's what you're asking, Nadia. If you're saying, do I have a phone? I'm recording this live on my phone, if that makes sense. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Eat the Cuban food. I'm killing all this time. I go down the street to back to the basket. I look around the store, look at things that I might want to get. Got like 3 pins. You know what I'm saying? I have to get the Atlanta Hawks, Milwaukee Bucks. I have to get the Sacramento Kings. Come on, man. You know how to do it. Got my 3 pins, my 3 teams. And then what's it called? I got a t-shirt from my dad, like I said. I don't want to pull that one out. I'll give it to him as a surprise. And I got that hoodie that I showed a while ago. I said back to the basket on the front or whatever. So got all this merch over there, breaking bread with them. And like I walk outside to the bus stop. Well, again, this is just more details, but it don't matter. 14, 15 stickers or something like that. And on 2 of them, for some reason, there was like notes and addresses on it. So I was like, whoa. So I took it back inside. I was like, hey, man, these got notes on it for you. I don't know if this is yours. So he just swapped it out. Went back outside. I waited for the bus. The bus was supposed to come in like 1 or 2 minutes. So I'm standing there. It didn't show up. But what did show up was the same homeless dude that was on the back of the bus with me in the previous ride. Dude was just in the area somehow. And he just came up to the bus stop and was just, lighting up a roach. Dude loaded up a roach, started smoking it, chilling. And then the other part was he was just rambling to himself again. The dude was just, over here rambling. I'm like, damn, this dude came back. It's crazy. So I'm sitting there like, where did this dude? Because I knew how far I went, but I was like, during the time that I went to the restaurant and went to the store, did he wait for the next bus and then just come down and then just went too far off and then now he was just in the area? Like, I don't really know, but it was just these weird coincidences that just kept popping up. Another weird thing was, again, this is all like me leaving the hotel. I left the hotel, grabbed some coffee, I left, and then as I'm walking down the street towards like one of the bus stops I needed to, catch, I'm like walking in on like a little walkway on 6th or whatever, wherever was that 6th or 5th? I forget what side I'm on. Like there's like flags, Oregon state flag and all that, American flag. I'm just recording the flags on the edge of this building. So I'm just recording the shit, getting little clips in. Excuse me, on my phone. I'm going, and then I see it. I remember faces. To my left, I randomly see some dude walk out the building. He's kind of looking up and down from his phone, just looking around. But as I'm going this way, He kind of goes, behind me. So he's just going that way. So we're going in opposite directions. So I just remember his face, and I remember when I got to the corner I needed to get to finally turn, which is maybe 2 or 3 blocks away from where I saw dude. As soon as I turned, I just realized he was behind me the whole time. Not like directly behind me, but just seemed to be walking behind me. So, but you know how it is. You give people the benefit of a doubt. They'd be going one way, turn around and start being behind you for some weird shit. But little shit like that weirded me out. That was early, right? And then the dude on the bus, and then I saw him later on. So it was just like these weird coincidental things where I'm like, I ain't trying to be thinking about no dudes for this long. That's crazy. I was like, I don't know why he was doing that. But it's ever since I've been here, it's been weird. It's been some weird shit, you know? Been some weird shit. So when they say keep Portland weird, it really is weird. It's just people that are like very you see people very uncomfortable in their skin when they walk past you. And it's just like that's on you. I got nothing to do with that, but it's just kind of crazy to watch everyone be a little on edge all the time, and I'm like there's a lot of anxiety here for some odd reason. I don't know why, but it just is, you know. What you gonna say, man? Shout out to the creepy person coming in and out the live. Shout out to you, whoever you are. But yeah, so what I did was I was like, you know what, I'm gonna throw him for a loop. Dude was like sitting there pacing around, talking to himself. I'm like, all right, I just went down the block right around the corner real quick. Started walking 2 blocks. I just looked behind me to see if motherfucker was still walking. I was like, nah, he ain't there. I'm just minding my business. Get on the phone, call Lyft, and I get the Lyft over to the motor center. So I'm over going, chopping up with the dude in the car. I forget that dude's name. It's like Luis or something, man. My Lyft driver, Luis. So, I'm just telling him I'm from out of town. You know, we're just chopping it up. I'm like, you know, it's funny. It's actually warmer here than it is back home. And he's like, okay. He's telling me. I said, how long you been here? And he's like, I actually been here for 30 years. I was like, damn. Well, tell me about it. You know, let me know. And he was just telling me, he was like, you know, it's interesting because all the best restaurants and like all the best food is actually on the east side. He said where you're staying at downtown is like southwest. So right now we're southeast. You go northeast too. It's a lot of the best foods. He was saying a lot of the original town before they expanded was here before it went west across the river. So everything was just kind of on that side of the river, and like you know the eastern side kind of, if I remember correctly, it does connect to like southern Vancouver. So it's all in that same area, that same section. Um, but he was driving me. He was like, yeah. So if you're on the east side, man, that's the old town. Like everything here, it's better over here. You know, the other side's just a little busy. It's like it's just downtown. You know how it is. I was like, okay, I hear you. And then what ended up happening was the we're driving to Moda Center because he's dropping me off there. And what was I gonna say? The ride there, he was like, yeah, best restaurants, best food here, some good Italian restaurants, some good spots, a lot of like family owned kind of places on this side on the east. So everything east of the Willamette River, once you start crossing those bridges, because there's about a dozen bridges here, something like that, and like they all have different names, and they all have different looks. Some of them are like green, brown, metallic, you know, like they're all different colors and shapes, the way that they're structured. So it's like these interesting bridges. There's also a bridge that you can only really access through Amtrak. So it's kind of cool, to be honest. It's a cool place. I don't know if I would necessarily live here. Maybe, you know, it has its perks. You know, it has its perks. I mean, there's, you know how it goes, man. Dylan, it's good to have you here. Good to think that you're dropping in. Dylan, I had a few trolls a while ago up in the chat. I had to put them on timeout. So I don't even know how to do all the modding stuff. I don't know how that works, but yeah, I was sitting there trying to have a conversation. I had to tap them or tap their comment, and you know, yeah, you try when you can. Hey, man, it's no pressure. You know, it's no pressure, dude. Um, I appreciate that you come in. I like that, man. Thanks. I'm just still out of town, so I'll just pretty much give an update of how the day went. But yeah, so yeah, it's interesting that you know I got dropped off at the Moda Center, which is where Moda Center is where the Portland Trailblazers play. So I just went over there, and they have like it's called Rip City Clothing. It's just like it has all the has all the sports gears for the Blazers, all the basketball stuff. You know, they got some dope gear in their dope jackets. The jerseys, I'm like, these players aren't the ones that I'm used to seeing. You know, because Damian Lillard left, so it's no more Dame, it's no more CJ McCollum. I will say Anthony Simons and Scoot Henderson are balling out though. So those are two players that like in the long run should be doing good. And there's one other dude, I forget his name. I forget that dude's name. And they just sent someone else to Portland. I forget who it was. I don't know if Jeremy Grant is still here, but yeah, they're still rebuilding, but they're on fire. They actually had a 9-game winning streak a couple weeks ago. So the team is, you know, they're at the bottom of the West. Not as bad as Utah, I don't think, but they're doing all right for themselves. But yeah, man, it's interesting. So went to Moda Center, went to Rip City Clothing. I'm like, let me see what they got. And I was like kind of looking for stuff for other people, but I'm also like, I don't know if people really care about getting the gear here. And at the same time, people aren't coming together as much as they used to. So I was like, man, let me just find something for me. Let me do it for me for a second. So I ended up finding this hat. I'll show it to you. I ended up selecting this one right here. That's what the picture is. Trailblazer has like corduroy right here. The green underbrim, you know, with the sticker on it. I keep my little stickers, my holographic joints on there. Already know, man. Mitchell and Ness. Hardwood Classic. Portland Trailblazers joint corduroy hat. Nice little hat. It was raining a while ago, but I still swapped out the Sonics hat for that. Cause like I'm, you know, when in Rome, you know how that goes. So yeah, it was interesting, man. But like I said, you know, came back. I'm over here. I came back to the hotel, and I saw the old housekeeping lady from yesterday when I got back. I think I came just straight through, and then ran into her, Just say, hey, how's it going? Went into the room, everything was, taken care of. And I'm like, oh shit, okay. And then I got, like I said, I got this business card with the lady's name on it. I don't know if it was the same one from outside or if it was another one. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. I don't know if that was the lady I spoke to in the morning. Cause I had asked her, I was like, can someone take care of my room? I'll be out for a while. Or if it was the lady from yesterday that I saw in the hall when I came back in. So, I'm just, I come back, I see the card. I'm like, okay, if I see the lady in the hallway, I'm gonna say, can you let her know I said thanks? Because I don't know who I spoke with. I don't know anybody's name over here. Like I said, I left, went down to CVS, you know what I'm saying? And I saw the lady that helped me yesterday. Cause you have to, it's in downtown. So downtown, they got a lot of homeless people coming in and out and they be fucking with the store area and shit. Man, you got to press the button to get help in the aisles just to get some bottled water. So I'm over, trying to get the 3 for 2 kind of thing. Trying to stock up on water, trying to hydrate. And then I see the lady from yesterday again at this place. So I'm like, we're talking. I was like, all right, I don't really want to get the CVS card because I don't really shop there like that. So we're talking a bit. I said, remind me your name because I never got it yesterday. She says her name. I tell her, my name. I said, I'm James. And she's like, I said, what time you off? She's like 5. I'm like, can I take you out to eat? He's like, no. And because I had asked her earlier if she was single, but she said, yeah. I assume, but I'm like, I don't know if she's single or she's actually married because, like I said, she had a wedding ring. But sometimes some girls do that for just decoration, just to, keep dudes off of them or whatever. But again, she had her gloves on, so I was like, I can't really see it, so I don't know. But I was just being nice with her. But she was just handling business. If I see her again, because I might have to grab water at some point. I'm gonna see her again. Just I might crack at her again, see what's good. I didn't quite understand. We didn't have enough time to really speak, so we'll see this time. Um, that's what I say. I came back. And this all happened within like now, and this like right now. Came back from there with my bottles of water because whenever you travel, you can't really trust the sink water unless when you're at home, you have your own filter water, you have your own water filters. Some people put filter on the sink, some people just have the filter pitchers and stuff like that. And like if you're used to the water at home in your house, but when you're out of town, especially when I was in Texas, you can't drink the Texas water. When I was in Iowa, they really encouraged me to not drink the Iowa water. But I had a system when I was in Iowa. Like I would take the water from the sink that was, in my hotel room. So I'd get ice down the hallway. There's like this ice machine. Fill up the little ice can. I would take a cup of water from the sink, throw it inside the little coffee maker, but there's no coffee in there. Let the water boil, put the boiling water back inside the glass. But underneath in the glass, I had ice in there. So the hot water would just go on top of the ice. And the thing was like when the hot water is going in, it's hitting the bottom. It goes in and it gets to the bottom, right? You understand heat rises and then the cold goes to the bottom. So the fact that like the hot and the cold would go like this, it'd become this room temperature water, but there'd be just enough ice in there to kind of keep it like still kind of cool. You know what I mean? Still kind of not warm, but like cool. So I had some cool water. Um, that's my thing because you got to boil water. You got to boil the sink water, and I felt pretty good. I was drinking hella glasses of water, but I gotta stay hydrated. I'm one of those. I'm always drinking water. I got to, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't know what's wrong with my throat because from the morning till now I didn't drink enough water. So let me just chug this. But yeah, anyway, like I said, I came back to the hotel. The lady who helped me in the morning at the front desk, she saw me on the way back in, with my CVS bag. As soon as I get in, it's almost like she waited for me to settle in. I get a call on the fucking the little landline phone they have in each room, and then I'm like, what was this? This is weird. Go over there, get on it. I say, hey, I just saw you came back in. Was everything to your liking? I'm like, yeah, everything's perfect. Thank you. Appreciate that. She's like, okay, good. That's good. That's good to hear. I'm like, cool, cool. I hang up, and then I decided before I went on live, I decided I was like, hold on, let me call her back because I grabbed the little business card that the lady left. I was like, hey, you called earlier, right? That was you. She's like, yeah, that was me. I was like, okay, do you So I got this business card, and it was from, and I said the name so and so. So yeah, she's great. I said, can you extend my thanks to her as well? So that was the whole thing with that. Before we are where we are right now, where I'm just here settled in, doing my live, my putting my hour in a day, putting in hours for myself. Moderate these trolls here. You feel me? Yeah, unplug this right here. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Yeah. Let me see if I can't plug this charger in and see how far it goes. Uh-oh. This might work. If I can plug it into my phone, we're set. Give me a second. I'm gonna swipe up and check. Yep, we charging. All right, there we go. So my microphone is hooked up to something at the bottom of the phone, but it has a little port on the side. You can still charge your phone, connect it, have some energy run through it. So, excuse me. As soon as I'm done, I'm gonna bounce out and then tap in with my guys for the Portland group. We'll see who shows up. Get some recording in. Get some some footage. You already know. Get some practice in. See what's good. Check out some new bits. Check out some different configurations. The whole nine. But yeah, man. Since y'all here, man, go ahead and chill out with me because I'm gonna get settled in here for a second. Turn the TV on. Just relax. Hold on. But I'm kind of sad. That girl working at the CVS. She was cute. So that was my thing, man. But y'all chilling with me right now, man. We are now tuned into the Truancy Hour. It's gonna be what it needs to be. Drop in, say what's up. You know, I'm glad that the Wi-Fi connection here is that strong because sometimes when I'm at the house and I live in the little valley area of the house, like back home, and it's like connection be terrible. Really be messed up. I guess this time of the day, they just be running Seinfeld. I don't know if I want to run that back. Just mix it up. I was watching Bones earlier. I ain't watched Bones in a long time. Oh shit. Yeah, man. I still haven't ordered the room service yet. Like the food, there's a food thing that caters to us. But I don't know if I want to do that because they got a little food truck up the street. Like this Colombian food. I'm gonna try that. I stopped by yesterday, and then the dude was like, I was like, man, I looked this up. I saw it yesterday. I'm gonna try it out. He said, he's like, yeah, you should, man. We'll be here. I was like, all right, I'm gonna come through. So we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, it is. I'm gonna rock that joint actually. That's what it is, man. It's a dope hat, man. It's a corduroy. I think it's dope. honestly. Gotta break this one in. I gotta find a spot on the racks, like a wall. You know what I'm saying? So you can get that in at the wall at the house. See, I might have to visit this spot too tomorrow. If I hit the Lloyd Center, stacking kicks. I actually bought this shirt back in last summer when I was here, so I might have to check that place out too. Yeah, man. Like I said, anyone dropping in and out, we chilling right now. Like I said, I get my hours in. So anyone here for the playback, fast forward till you get some action. Now I'm gonna just stay hydrated. But now something happened Friday. I mean, sorry, Monday. I figured exactly what I was gonna speak on in regards to that. I forget exactly what happened Monday. There was something that went down Monday, but trying to recap. Let me think about that because I had did my live and then I left, so I don't know if I talked about it. I came to the, came here. I settled in. I did my live. That's the thing. I did my live on Monday when I came in, and by the time I finished, because it was in the afternoon, it was too late to order from the place that was catering. So because it was too late, what ended up happening was I think I posted up for a minute. I don't even think I went anywhere like that. No, I'm sorry. I did go. So that's what happened. It's too late, so I was like, let me go down the street. Let me go to this. I feel like I did talk about this, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. Went down the street, went to little Pioneer area, Pioneer Courthouse area. Went over there. Um, there was a food truck. I forget what it was called. I have it written down. I need to write down what I did today too, and yesterday. Yeah, make sure I have this in my notes so I remember it. But I forget the name of the place I went to. But it was another place where I got a torta over there for my dinner. It was my lunch, I guess, but yeah. And I stayed at the hotel for a bit, just chilled out. I think I took a nap maybe. I think I barely took a nap, but I really went down there to go talk to the lady at the damn what's it called? They got a little TriMet center over there. So I talked to her about the hop card. I was like, how much is it as fare? I was like, can I get 5 days worth of day fare? Yeah, that's fine. I was like, I plan to go to Vancouver. Is that covered too? She's like, it's covered there too, but it might be a fee to cover going across the line, but also when you're on the other side, you're gonna have to pay because like it'll track if you're paying in Oregon, and it'll track if you're paying in Vancouver and Washington. So the thing about that is, the lady from Bones. Hold on, the lady from Bones, not the white lady, but the native one, like the that's like thick, kind of thick. She's taller, but she's always been fine to me. She's done up right now, but I think naturally she probably look good, honestly. But yeah, I went over there, took care of that. I went to a little food truck that was open. It's a black one with a dude's face on there with like a mustache and like a top hat, but it's like Mexican food. So I went there. I was like, let me get this and a Coca Cola. So that's gonna be part of the vlog. You're gonna see all this stuff in there, all the food stuff. You're gonna see it all chopped up in there. Um, Grab my food, I eat it, and like when I was ordering, I'm sorry, after I ordered, I started filming like a little arches or a little background area. Started filming it, and then a dude walked up. He's like, "Ah, it's T Max." I said, "Yep." He started talking about it. He said, "I used to hoop in those back in middle school." And we're talking a bit. I was like, "Man, I had a pair in I was in like second grade when I had my first pair because my mom bought it for me. Rest in peace, to my mom." So I got my pair from over there, in Foot Locker at Westlake a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? And then we were just talking, and he was like, "Yeah, which one are those? I think it's the twos." And I looked down, I was like, "No, this is the first ones. T Mac ones is the Nick Furies stuff." So, but it's funny because some people can look at shoes and identify them right away. And yeah, I think I was saying this in the last live where it's like it's funny because you know a lot of things in Oregon, at least in Portland last time I was here, a lot of people rock Nikes because the Nike headquarters is here. So it's just a Nike kind of city, you know what I'm saying? So that's one thing about it. Um, the other one was so like I came here, I chilled out for a second, and then I was like on the phone with my homie for a while, checking in with her, make sure she was good, and then we both went to grab food around the same time, and we're in different cities, but we're just like checking in, and then we're going, and fucking I went to this place called Mac and Wings. That's what I was saying. Like I'm gonna make sure I cover this because I think I covered some of it, but I don't really remember. Like I said, I got a big bowl of macaroni and cheese, Parmesan garlic, 4 buffalo garlic wings, something like that, French fries, and a soda. So all that was happening. All that was good. Um, but the thing is, you eat it at night, right before midnight, and it's like it's still in your stomach throughout the day, the next day. So the morning was kind of rough, and then you got to shit all that out, and then throughout the day it's just kind of like, damn, my stomach. I got to keep coming back in and out the hotel just to take a dump, type shit. TMI, but you get what I'm trying to say. But the funny thing that kind of weirded me out was I remember at night, and this is like midnight, or like sorry, not midnight, like 11, right before 11 p.m. or right around 11 p.m. They had like hella pigeons on the corner. So the little corner I was at has all these food trucks, and all the food trucks, those food trucks were open till like 4 a.m. type shit, 2 to 4 a.m. And like there were just like 3 or 4 pigeons just kicking it out there on the corner. I was like, I thought these dudes go to sleep, but I guess the ones over here, they don't sleep. They just stay late and look for shit to eat. Straight up on the corner, like rats just roaming, looking for scraps. So they were just eating all the crumbs like, everywhere. And there was just like crumbs from all the food trucks everywhere. Birds just eating it. I've never seen no late night pigeons like that, bro. But yeah, it's been an interesting set of days. It's been real interesting. And then like so not that night, but like actually just last night or this morning, like this morning, I heard it last night too. Like last morning, I just kept hearing crows, and I'm thinking the crows are far away, so you can see this in the vlog when I put it out. But these motherfuckers, there's like 2 windows right outside my window, and there's like each branch is filled with crows. Like crows everywhere up in here, man. Just chilling outside, so I feel at home. Crows just living outside here. I'm gonna always come back to this hotel for that reason. You know, um, yeah, I'll always check in here because if the crows live right outside, then I feel at home. Those are my birds right there. They everywhere I go, I see one, and they just check on me, and they yell at me, they tell me shit. Like, I don't know what you're saying right now, but all right, you with me right now? You observing my life? I'm going through some shit. Okay, you know. Yeah, I feel bad though too a little bit because I had a person in my life that was near and dear to me, a close friend of mine, and this dude was so caught up in superstition and biblical stuff, and there's actually nothing wrong with that. But I remember telling him about my connection with crows and animals and shit, and that's my personal connection to nature. And he started explaining how like evil and demonic that was, and I'm like, you might be right, but realistically, man, I don't ignore this shit, and they ain't out to kill me, they ain't out to whatever. And it's funny because he's like, let me ask you something, how pure are those birds? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, what do they eat? I was like, I mean, they eat whatever. And he's like, that's the point, they eat whatever, they don't have the whatever to, they'll just eat stuff. And I'm like, man, we've created a city on top of the world that they used to know, where they would have normally just ate, you know, like when you think about the desert, you have vultures, and the vultures will prey on animals that dehydrated, they become dehydrated and die. So they eat the flesh of those animals because that's where the leftover water is in those desert areas. So who knows what those areas used to be? but the vultures are still strong enough to kind of just power through flying in those areas and handle the heat. You know, again, I'm not no fucking avian expert, but or aviar, where the fuck. So my thing with that is like with the crows, it's like they're just eating what's available, and if there's an abundance of garbage being left on the sidewalk and shit, they'll eat it. And if fucking possums die, they'll eat the possum. But that's not to say that crows aren't carnivorous, or that's also not to say that we aren't. We have the choice. So it's just weird because his idea at the time when he was saying this weird shit was like, you understand they eat meat. They eat meat. They're carnivorous, so they're not necessarily pure animals. And there's a lot of whatever negative connotation to them. So I'm like, I hear what you're saying. I hear what he was saying. But the other aspect of it is like, push come to shove, you would eat what's available too. Because the thing is, he had the privilege at the time to be under his parents' roof, and he wasn't doing shit. He never wanted to get a job. He was just sitting around. And when he got money, he would only order cheese pizza. And my thing was like, bro, the cheese in the pizza still comes from a cow. It's still a product of an animal. If you want to be pure. So there's a while he would just eat peanuts and drink water, which I'm not mad at. But it was like, that's my guy. Like I said, this is my guy. But he was just trying to live as pure as he can without, he didn't want to work for no one. He didn't want to eat meat and eat life and shit like that. And he wasn't wrong, but he couldn't afford it and he didn't know how to plant shit. Even if he did at the time, it was just, he's kind of just like stuck in his own world. Like, this what I mean. Like, some people don't deserve, I won't say deserve, but some people don't need to be on the internet learning shit. Some people don't really need to be there. Um, but yeah, it's funny because he said all that shit, and I was like, I remember being on the phone with him in more recent time, like a couple months ago, and he would just order sandwiches and pizzas that had meat on it, like pepperoni and like to get his protein and energy up. And I was like, I don't want to be that told you so kind of guy, but you know, again, push comes to shove, you're homeless, you need something to eat, and you're gonna get the stuff with the protein and the energy in it, you know. So it's just weird stuff like that. It doesn't make him a hypocrite. It's just one of those push come to shove, you become what you hate most sometimes. So with that being said, I do try not to carry hate in my life because like I said, whether it be someone at work or someone in my life or in my family, there's people who do things that I might hate when I have to like really check myself and ask myself like, how much of this can I become that person? How much can I become that person? Or how much of this relates actually to me and like stuff that I actually do or part of who I am. So that's the other aspect of it. That's the other whatever. But that's what it is, man. You tap into the truancy hour, you're gonna get a bit of a on the fly philosophy and just like randomness, random thoughts and whatnot. You know what I mean? I got a weird feeling. I got to double check right now, but I feel like them trolls that were there earlier in the chat. I hope they ain't commenting on my fucking videos, on some weird shit. But people do that, man. I had someone hate on me in real life, and they started commenting on my videos, and I was like, I can ban this person, right? I can like have them reported. So I just started doing that. It was straight harassment though, because like yeah, some people be doing straight harassment. Got to ban them, you know. Unfortunately, the only thing that gets respected is like violence or things in relation to violence. So like if you're an artist that is also a violent person or someone who will really attack and hurt people, there's a respect that comes with your artistry, and it's less respect of the art and more about the individual. And that was kind of fucked up, but it is what it is. That's the life we live in right now. You know, just how things are. But yeah, man, chill out with me. Last couple minutes. We're gonna wind down here. I feel like I gotta head out in a few. I don't know if I have time to relax, but we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. Feel me? We'll see what ends up happening. Hold on, let me check the door. Yep. I'm just watching Bones, bro. I fuck with these forensic shows. I used to really watch Person of Interest. Is that what it's called? Person of Interest. Sarah Shahi was there later on. Yeah, that was a good show. Stay hydrated. Yeah, so apparently I'm 40 minutes away from the spot where the tournament's at. So I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm looking forward to that. Get my bag ready. Matter of fact, get my bag ready before I head out there. Oh, yeah, man. That's that. I'm gonna leave it at this, man. That's the two things I wish, or I ain't gonna say I wish. I hope that I run into the lady from the morning again. And if not that, like the other lady from the CVS, because I don't know if she misheard me or whatever, but I got a crack. It's one of those. I feel like I got to, but we'll see. They're everywhere, man. They're all here. So I'm just go ahead and crack out all of them. We'll see what's going on. We'll see what's happening at the other place. Yeah. We winding down, man. We chilling. Like I said, I put my hours in. This is what it is. I put my hour in here. I'm gonna get back to real life type shit. Get back to the content. When I go home, it's gonna be the same situation. Chill out. If I'm not outside, I'll be in the house or at the house type shit. So we'll leave it at that too. Hold on 1 second too. Matter of fact, let me use the bathroom. That'll be the end of it. Yep. All right, be it. What's messed up is I'm trying to find the perfect time. Like I'm over here doing this afternoon. Everybody's busy in the afternoon, so that makes sense. Everyone's busy, but I need to, when it's at night, people drop in a lot more. And if I'm like later in the day or in the morning, kind of like more, was it afternoon, nightish, 5 to 6 ish, whatever. That's a little better time to be hitting the lives, if we're being honest. But sorry, I got the TV in the background. And if it's not that, I might start doing mornings. We'll see. If I'm back home, I'll start doing mornings. I'm gonna do like, yeah, you'll see. I ain't gonna spoil it right now. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna just let things happen, flow the way they need to. Try and drink as much water as I can before I leave, and as soon as I get back, kind of thing. I feel better. I don't know. It's like it's a combination of I don't know what it is. It's something about lemonade and salty food. The combination of it doesn't really makes my throat lock up or like dry up or whatever quicker. But that's a wrap, man. Like I said, put my time in. And if you could see what I was seeing on TV, you'd understand. Um, I just put my time in. Get my hour. That's what it is. I'm trying to get into the practice of putting in an hour in for myself and not others. So it's easy to do it if I'm working out. If I'm at the gym, I can do that. But for now, trying to do it with these lives, I feel more better just being independent. I'm not financially independent yet. I'm not there, but I want to exercise getting there. I want to exercise being there so I can just be sufficient and reliable at this point. So we'll see how things go, man. I'm trying to keep everything together, my health and my mental and everything. I don't want things around me to crumble. That's gonna not only will it affect me, it'll affect everyone else in the long run. So I gotta be careful. There it is, man. Let me do a quick recap. Dylan, Nadia Badra, what I'm saying? Jace, it was your birthday. Happy birthday to Jace. Football edits 2712. Um Ganesh, Murder Meeks. I know you guys were on some Murder Meeks and Chill Guy were on some weird shit. Oe Sin Wui, Malik, and Dylan, of course. Thank you, Dylan, for always dropping in. I don't know how to set moderators, but at this point I might have to. Just for people that say what's up. So we'll see if I can set them as a moderator, honestly. But that'd be nice to have. Hey man, can't say it enough, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for tapping in. If you did, shout out to you guys. I have a short list of people that come in. So while this is still early, I'll still shout you guys out. So thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate y'all. All right. Peace.